Welcome back to Sports Talk Radio. I'm here with Vincent and White Kawhi, and we're going to be talking about the AFC West. And a lot of you know a big thing around the offseason for the NFL is people to take a look at which team's going to win which division. And today we've picked the AFC West. White Kawhi, what are your thoughts?
You know, it's really kind of interesting. I mean, for me, I think the AFC West is a division that very well could have 4 playoff teams. Each team in the division looks like they are a playoff caliber team. And so it is a difficult decision. I think looking at it, though, I think the Los Angeles Chargers have the best chance to come out on top. I mean, you look at some of the additions they've had this offseason, adding J.C. Jackson on defense, obviously trading for Khalil Mack. I mean, really, I think they are a packed team, packed with potential, and obviously packed with a lot of dogs, guys who can really help them kind of get to where they want to go. Plus, I think with Justin Herbert, seeing how he was able to build upon his rookie year, sky's the limit for him, honestly. I mean, Brandon Staley, certainly I've been impressed with him. I know he had a questionable decision against the Raiders, but honestly, I think if he could just kind of fine-tune a couple of things, I think you could be looking at the Chargers as a team that represents the AFC in the Super Bowl.
No, I agree with you, but I'm pretty sure from just Vincent's reactions I heard over here, he seems to have a different opinion.
I think it will be the Raiders. I mean, I do think the Chargers' defense has gotten a lot better and that they are probably a better defense than the Raiders, even though the Raiders have made some really good additions, as in Chandler Jones. But I just see the addition of Devontae Adams, in my opinion, the best wide receiver in the entire NFL, and unarguably top 3. I just see him, and especially the college connection with Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr and Devontae Adams are one of the best connections in the league. And that will lead their team to an AFC West championship. And I feel like they have good enough defense to hold things down. And I think that they can win.
All right, we do actually have a live studio audience here today, and we're going to be taking a couple questions, so ask away.
You said the Chargers have a good chance to win the AFC West, but are they ready to win now? Did last year, did they have a late season collapse lose to the Raiders and miss the playoffs?
I mean, ultimately, I think you got to look at a couple different factors. Obviously, look at Justin Herbert was in his second full season as a NFL quarterback. That's going to obviously play a part. I also think Brandon Staley, with him being a relatively young coach, I mean, hey, these are things that every team has to work through. The addition of the extra week as well, too. I mean, that's going to add a little bit of stress as well. I mean, you look at this team, though, again, just with the additions they have, a lot of quality veteran guys. I really love J.C. Jackson. I think there's a lot of potential there for him to finish as a top DB in the NFL. Plus, Derwin James, he's healthy, looks like himself again, one of the best zone defenders in the league. I mean, really, at the end of the day, you know, this team is getting better, maturing a lot, and I think that's really going to help that late season finish there, and hopefully, you know, they won't collapse like they did last year.
Okay. We do have time for one more
If the Kansas
question.
City Chiefs still had Tyreek Hill, Tyrann Mathieu, or both, do you consider them for front runners in the division?
I would not consider them front runners. I would consider them a threat. But I just think if they maybe had both Tyrann Mathieu and Tyreek Hill, they could have a chance. But even if their team stayed exactly the same, I don't really have anybody as a front runner. Like, I have Raiders, but I don't think if you get a group of 10 people who know football, I don't think any group of 10 people would have the same answer. There is so much that you could debate for every team in this division to win, and every team is a good case to win, but they still have a chance. I don't think they will, but you never know with a division that stacked.
Okay, that's all the time we have here today. Come back in tomorrow to hear about the AFC East, and that's all. Thank you.